Lately, I've been thinking a lot about the size and scope of GTA 6 and more specifically what we're going to be able to do in the world besides, just the missions and stealing cars. I'm talking about the side activities. So I combed back through all the trailers. Well, I say that as if there's more than just two. I combed through both of the trailers and the 70 screenshots again to see if I can figure out what side activities we can expect, maybe what's going to be more confirmed and what's more speculative, but I'm going to be going through it all here in this video. And I'm going to be starting out at the top with working out. Now this is something that people have been clamoring for ever since San Andreas because we didn't see it in GTA 4 and we didn't see it in GTA 5. But we kind of got a glimpse at changing the body type through Red Dead Redemption 2 where you could change Arthur's appearance through his weight. So it makes sense for them to be bringing that back to GTA 6, hopefully with some improvements to the muscle mass, like hopefully being able to actually change the physique of Jason and Lucia. And it seems pretty likely that we're going to be getting this. I mean, we saw in trailer 2 Jason working out on the beach in that one shot, and then in the screenshots we saw Lucia punching the bag in what appears to be a gym. So I think it's incredibly likely that there are going to be spots where you can work out maybe out in the world, like on the beach like Jason was doing, and then potentially we're going to have gyms where you can actually go and work out on equipment. Now, how in depth this is going to be, we're going to have to wait and see. The next one that I want to talk about is fishing, because we've seen a couple of examples of fishing in GTA 6, mostly through the screenshots. Not only have we seen NPCs fishing in the screenshots, but we also see Jason himself fishing on this boat in this screenshot with Cal. But this is another component from Red Dead Redemption 2 that I think that they could easily port over to GTA 6. It's not an incredibly advanced or complicated system, at least it doesn't seem like that to me. Maybe it is under the hood, I don't know. But it definitely seems like something that they would be able to pretty easily transfer over to GTA 6. So I think that it's all but confirmed that we're going to be able to fish in GTA 6. I mean, we're going to be on the coast. It just makes sense. It makes sense as a side activity. The next thing I want to talk about isn't necessarily a side activity, I suppose, but I just think that there's going to be a lot more character customization. And with that, I think that we're going to be seeing more specialized spots for character customization, specifically with Lucia. For example, there's probably going to be a nail salon that you can go into as Lucia to get her nails manicured. I mean, in different screenshots and throughout the trailers, we see Lucia's nails change appearance, so it seems like that would make sense as just another option for character customization. And sure, she could do that at home, I suppose, but if we want even more customization in that aspect, it seems likely that there's going to be a nail salon for that. Moving on, we've seen golf in the previous GTA games, but it seems like we're going to be getting mini golf in this one because we have this screenshot of Cal at a mini golf place. Now I'm sure that regular golf is going to be in the game somewhere, so I wouldn't worry too much about that if you're really clamoring for more just straight up golf in GTA. I'm sure that's not going anywhere, but having something similar but on a smaller scale like mini golf could be interesting. I think in the screenshots video I also commented on how this seems like it would be a place that you could go with Jason and Lucia as like a date night activity kind of thing. So I could see Rockstar adding the mini golf place along with a lot of other different date night kind of options as a side activity that you can do with Jason and Lucia. And speaking of sports, we also see in this screenshot of Vice City a basketball court in what I'm pretty sure is Jason and Cal on this court. So I think it's incredibly likely that we're going to be able to play basketball in the game. There are also some leaks pretty far back, if I remember, saying that basketball would be in the game. Now, I don't know if those leaks were ever determined to be very credible, but I mean, I'm seeing a basketball court in the game and I'm pretty sure that's Cal and Jason down there. So I'm going to say it's pretty likely. And then in this other screenshot, we can see Jason and Cal at this pool table, so it seems likely that we might be able to play pool in GTA 6, which is something that we were able to do in GTA 4, but was completely missing from GTA 5. Now, it's certainly possible that this and a lot of the other things that we've seen in the screenshots and trailers have just been kind of posed for promotional material. It might not actually be in the game, but because pool has been in a previous GTA game, I don't think that it's that far of a stretch to suggest that pool is going to be in GTA 6. Next up, we have hunting, which we got a lot of information about, well, kind of, in the Mount Caliga screenshots. I mean, the Mount Caliga section on the website explicitly says that it offers prime hunting in the region. So this seems almost basically confirmed. That being said, I don't know if hunting is going to be as in-depth as what we got in Red Dead Redemption 2 because that was a huge component of the game. Hunting in GTA, on the other hand, I don't see that being as big of a component. So I'm just not sure how fleshed out the hunting system is going to be in GTA 6. I'm sure it's going to be fleshed out, but I just don't know how much of it is going to be as fleshed out as Red Dead Redemption 2, if that makes sense. Something else that I also think is almost certainly going to be in the game is robbery. I mean, we've had that in GTA 5, we had that in GTA 4, and we had it in GTA Vice City. And if we're to believe some of the leaks, we should have up to 700 robbable stores in the game, which is just insane. And to build on that, it seems like at least at the start of the game, we're going to be doing these money collection missions for Brian. And speaking of Brian, it also seems like we're going to be doing some drug smuggling in the game. Obviously, we already know that Brian is the guy that's running all the drug smuggling operations that Jason is a part of, but we've also seen a little bit more on top of that with the screenshots from Cal, as we saw that one video with the plane flying over and dropping the package, and Cal seemingly out there in the water to collect them. But I think that this is a likely mission for us to do in the game, of going out and collecting the packages from the water as they drop from the aircraft. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of run-ins with the local biker gangs who are also dealing drugs and smuggling stuff too. So we'll probably have some missions where we have to take out these biker gangs or try and do these deals under their nose. But I also think that it's very likely that drug smuggling is just something that you can kind of choose to do whenever you want. Kind of like how you could buy businesses in GTA 5 and the other games and choose to do missions related to those businesses whenever you wanted. It also seems like we're going to be able to go to the nightclubs and dance and possibly do a whole lot of other stuff in those clubs that we don't even know about yet. In both trailers and the screenshots, we've seen multiple instances of Jason and Lucia dancing in clubs and NPCs dancing in clubs. Now, I don't know how often I'll be doing that myself. It's not terribly interesting to me personally, but it's probably going to be in the game. I mean, we've seen it a lot in the trailers and screenshots, so I think that's basically confirmed. Something else that we didn't see in any of the trailers or any of the screenshots, but I'm almost certain is going to be in the game, is taxi missions. I mean, going back as far as GTA 3 and possibly even further back than that, I wouldn't know because I haven't played the older GTA games, but ever since GTA 3, we've been able to do taxi missions where we drive around, collect passengers, and drop them off at their locations. Since this is taking place in 2025, maybe Uber or something equivalent to that is going to be the replacement for that. But we've also seen taxis in the trailers, so it's not like taxis are going to be completely missing from the game. They're still going to be in there, but maybe there are going to be some other options there besides just the traditional taxi service that we've seen in all the other games. And then the final side activity I want to talk about is a little bit more speculative than basically anything else that I've talked about here, but it seems pretty likely, even though we don't really have a whole lot of evidence for this being in the game. I think we're almost certainly going to have more airplane missions like flight school in the game. I think that's coming back. It's almost a certainty, I think. But I also think that we're going to have parachuting in the game as well. I mean, just looking at the skyline of Vice City, it's way too massive. There are too many awesome tall buildings that I already want to jump off of. But also just imagine flying a plane over Vice Beach and parachuting down onto the beach. That just sounds awesome. So that wasn't everything probably. I think it's possible that I missed a couple things, and if so, leave a comment down below letting me know what I missed. And if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to pass Mr. Beast in subscriber count this year, so every single sub counts. Let's do it. And also, if you subscribe, you're not going to miss out on the insanely big project that I've been working on that will hopefully be out sometime in July. So stick around for that.